Hey there, everybody. I know it's been a while and I've been gone for about a month now, but I was on vacation and I just needed to take a break because I was tired and exhausted. And plus, I was cooking up some stuff for you guys for future content. But, anyways, just to get straight onto it, we're going to do things a little bit differently. We're going to pull up your guys' generals using the Rider Waite Tarot deck. We're going to pull your guys' love messages using the Gilded Tarot, and then your mystical melodies with your finances and career, and then end off your guys' reading with the Moonology Oracle deck, alright? So for Capricorn, what generals do you have for them? Oh, this is good. The Star. Let's see what this is about. Some of you guys are happy the fact that love isn't going well in your life because first of all, it could have took you guys off of balance. I'm getting in particular like a particular situation, if you know what I mean. So I'm kind of getting like I don't know if you guys are currently dealing with a situationship, a relationship, whatever that sort, right? But I am kind of getting that even though this relationship was like a wish fulfillment, right? It was something that you guys truly desired and you really looked up to, and almost the most perfect thing that you guys could ever imagine, right? It just seemed so good to be true, right? And it's just this amazing package that just came in. But I feel like you knew that something was a bit off because, and I'm not saying it as in a bad way, like this person did anything bad or whatever. At least that's not what I'm getting for now in the cards. But what I mean by that is the fact that because we have the devil card, it is kind of tough. Now it's in reverse, but the way how I'm kind of interpreting here is the fact that some of you guys might have noticed that there was some sort of attachment issues between both of you. I'm not just getting with you being attached to them. I'm also getting the both of you being um attached to each other in not a very healthy manner. It could have been like out of lust, it could have been like out of attraction and things like that, or it could have only been like on a physical level. Is kind of what I'm getting here. But whatever you guys had with one another was just based on a false foundation. Now, even though the Tower card isn't here because I don't see a major breakup or whatever happening, I feel like there was some sort of soul contract or soul agreement between the two of you. I know it sounds so philosophical right now and spiritual, but just hear me out what I'm about to say. I feel like you guys made some sort of contract in the 5D realm where it's like you both decided you guys possibly didn't even have to talk to one another in the 3D world about this, but you guys could have possibly made some sort of contract stating that you guys both know, or your guys' intuition has been telling you that right now is just not a good time for you guys to do a relationship. Like the time that you guys had with one another was just, not only was it in the wrong time, but it was based on a false foundation because it was based out of lust, um, even admiration and things like that. And it was just not in a very healthy manner. You both needed to go your separate ways to heal and work through your own, um, shadow side, right? Is kind of what I'm getting here. And I feel like you guys knew that as well. And the thing is, like, I don't see you guys being really upset. And even if though it might have been painful, I don't know what your guys' situation is. Even though it might have been painful in the past, I see you guys much more healthy and rejuvenated. You feel like you guys are yourself again, not like that time when you guys are clingy or there was some unhealthy obsessions or something like that, right? It feels like you guys got back to your mojo and then you guys are now balancing yourself back. Because I feel like when you guys were with this person, it's like you guys were a completely different person, or you just didn't expect yourself to like act in that certain way. But when you guys finally had this sort of break or separation away from one another, it's like you guys finally had the time to do a deep reflection about what this situation was to you guys, right? And if you guys were serious about it, how you guys can make it better, right? Is kind of what I'm getting here. Some of you guys might be struggling financially. I have to put it out there. And I understand it's really difficult because you guys are very hardworking signs. And it's like noticing that you guys don't have that financial stability is like a big nightmare to you, right? But I feel like that even though you guys might be going through some sort of financial struggles, right? For some reason, I'm getting a move or something like that. Some of you guys could be in the middle of a move, or you guys are planning to move, and that could also be a bit of a struggle, and especially financially. But I feel like whatever this situation that you guys are going through, it's for the betterment of your guys' future. And I feel like you guys are coming to terms with that as well because we have the high priestess, which is kind of telling me that you guys know and you guys are anticipating that something big is going to happen in your future. And you guys are right because you guys have the 10 of Pentacles. Right now, you guys might be going through some sort of financial issues, financial burdens, and things like that. But I feel like it's only for you guys so you guys could grow and get to your guys' highest potential as possible. So you guys can work your way from the bottom to the top is kind of what I'm getting here. Your guys' message is straightforward. It's mostly telling you guys to be hopeful and determined because things are gonna start coming in. Is kind of what I'm getting here. Things are gonna finally start looking up. For some of you guys might be getting some sort of help from family members or relatives, and that might also be very significant as well too. All right. Also, you guys are going to get some sort of raise or promotion, or you're going to be noticed in some sort of form or fashion regarding to your finances and work environment. So I would also be aware of that too. I would also suggest maybe doing the sort of business that like puts you out there more, like in the front end, where you are like maybe doing your business online, or maybe using your face as a, the face of of your guys' business, being the face of your business or whatever, or something like that, right? Or something to do with advertising. I feel like that is going to be really good for you guys if you guys are looking for work or a job. Just something that popped into my head. Onto your guys' Gilded Tarot with the love messages. Five of Pentacles. If you guys are in a separation, I'm starting to see that not become an issue anymore, whether that's physical or emotional separation. But the message that I'm kind of getting here though is, even though I do see there being some sort of closure between you two in the future, where that gap and that distance you have is slowly starting to get smaller and smaller, the message that I'm kind of getting here is that I feel like, make sure you guys aren't rushing if you guys have a particular person in mind. Make sure that you guys kind of sit back and relax. Don't do most of the work, right? Let the other person do more of the work. And plus, I feel like you guys already done your part, so it's like now it's their turn to do most of the work, right? And to make this sort of offer. And so I'm kind of getting that, don't message them out of impulse. Don't try to message them in general is kind of what I'm getting here, or try to, because I feel like you might mess up the dynamic here because there's a lack of balance between you two. If you come back in and start messaging them or talking to them or getting back to them again, I feel like it's gonna mess up the balance in that dynamic, and it might push them away even further. So I would say keeping a distance might be really good during this time if it involves a particular person, because I feel like they're going through their own battles and through their own demons and shadows, and they need to work through that themselves in order to win you over, right? Is kind of what I'm getting here. Some of you guys might be upset because you guys won't be able to provide for somebody, especially regarding to a relationship. I feel like you guys have been getting major anxiety, especially for those of you guys that know you guys have some sort of financial issues, whatever that may be. Even if you guys don't have financial issues, I am kind of getting that you guys have this sort of anxiety that, you probably won't be good enough for them because you don't have stability in regarding to your finances. You aren't able to afford a home. How you guys are going to be able to take care of your guys' bills, your finances. How are you guys going to be able to have a family if you guys don't have that financial stability? And I am sensing this sort of insecurity. But the thing is that I feel like that's really good is that even though the Eight of Cups does talk about moving away from some sort of thing that you guys have emotionally invested, right? But I'm not kind of getting that for that particular reason. I'm kind of getting that you guys are moving away from all those, emotional thoughts that you had that's been cluttering in your guys' mind with the Eight of Swords. A lot of people interpret it like as the Eight of Cups being something that, oh, that really emotionally fulfills you or whatever. But for some reason, in your guys' case, I'm kind of getting that it's something regarding to your guys' thoughts. Those deep emotional thoughts that you guys have of these insecurities where it's like, oh, I'm not good enough. I'm not going to be able to like financially support them. Hey there, Carlos. Thank you for joining the chat room. Um, that you guys are just not going to be good enough for them and things like that. And I see you guys trying to move away. I mean, I do see you guys in this kind of, dreamlike state where it's like, I wish I could be the provider and things like that. I wish I could, make a good offer to them, or give them something for them to like me back or whatever. Just be something worthwhile or useful to them, even though I don't like using those terms. Um, but that's kind of what I'm getting. Something like to balance them off as well. And I'm getting that kind of insecurity. But I'm kind of getting the sense that some of you guys are letting go of the insecurity with the Eight of Cups because you guys are coming to realize that it's only hurting you. And the more you guys keep dwelling onto these thoughts, then the more it's hurting not only you, but your relationship in the process as well. Because it's also your guys' energy also has a tie with them. So it's affecting them as well too, because they might also be going through the exact same issues and problems just like you, right? It's kind of what I'm getting. And I'm seeing that you guys are putting that behind you and you guys are looking forward. You guys are coming to terms with the fact that yes, it is going to be difficult. It's not going to be easy, but you know that you guys can make it out and you guys can work through it. You guys are freaking goats. You guys are meant to climb mountains. Look at all these mountains. Even though they're super high and they're challenging mountains, you guys are goats. No matter how high the mountain is, you guys are able to climb and conquer. All right? And that's the beauty of Capricorns. Let me see here. Going into your guys' finances and career. Let me see here. The star popped up to you twice, which is so interesting because the star happens to be my favorite card out of the entire deck. Here's something interesting that I have not seen in a read by far. I do see you guys, whatever this particular dream job, like as crazy it may sound, whatever. Some of you guys might even become the most famous person in the entire world. Some of you guys want to become the best musician, or some of you guys want to become the top business or salesperson like Elon Musk or Bill Gates or whatever, right? Whatever that major big dream or wish that you guys have, literally see you guys accomplishing that. But I feel like, now here's the catch though. I feel like it's gonna be done through other means. And what I mean by that is, yes, I see you guys determined in going after whatever this dream fulfillment that you guys have, right? Whatever it is, it's something that you guys are super bold and passionate towards. It's something that you guys totally love and things like that. But here's the thing though that gets interesting. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Now, that is not to say that you guys are not going to be independent. That's not the message that I'm getting here. Because when I clarified, we got the happy squirrel. The happy squirrel is talking about abundance, fulfillment, resources, right? Is kind of what I'm getting here. I feel like you guys are not going to be able to do this alone. And what I mean by that is, I feel like your spirit guides, God, universe, whatever, maybe your actual friends and family, I feel like they're going to be there with you throughout the entire time helping you guys out. Or there's going to be other nonprofit organizations or especially resources out there that is going to help you guys out throughout the process. I don't just get you guys doing most of the work. I get that there is some other third party that is helping you guys out in some shape or form. And that's what I'm getting with the Nine of Pentacles being in reverse. I feel like there might be some sort of collaboration that might need to be made in order for this dream to come true, if that makes any sense. For example, like, I know I use this, as an example way too much, but actors, right? They don't just immediately become actors. They'd be like, oh, I got to sign up this form. I'm already an actor. No, they have to go and look for an agent, right? They have to find the right directors. They have to perform in certain films, right? And the agents have to get them to meet certain standards or requirements in order for them to fit in to the public, right? And that's kind of what I'm getting here. It's like you guys are finding your community. You guys are finding those particular agents that are out there to kind of help you manage your guys' life a little bit along the way to your guys' dream goal, is kind of what I'm getting here. And that is just a beautiful energy that I have you. And I'm getting that whatever type of job you guys have, you guys are always going to have support that's always going to be there to help you, especially financially, is kind of what I'm getting here. So that is honestly a beautiful energy to be in, and so unexpected because usually Capricorns are very independent creatures and they usually like to do things on their own. Now, I've said this to, I believe, Taurus, and and I'm sure gonna say this to you, Capricorn, as well, that you guys really need to have more fun in your life. I feel like some of you guys are way too serious, and I know that, especially with your guys' financial situation, like I said, I don't know what's going in your guys' life. I'm not gonna be here to judge you guys, or I'm not gonna be here to criticize you or whatever. But I'm just saying that, if you guys can, if it is a possibility, make sure you guys are putting yourselves out there. Don't be too preoccupied with work. That is not what the universe wants for you. And I'm pretty sure that is not what you guys want for yourself and your future. And the fact of the matter that what's making things worse is the fact that we have the Two of Swords, which is telling me that you guys are not seeing and refuse to allow yourself to take a break. Instead, you're so preoccupied with work. You guys are not listening to the signs from the universe and things like that. And it's just, you guys are just trying to avoid, overindulgence. Now, I'm not saying you should go on spending so much of your money on useless dumb shit or whatever. No, but I'm kind of getting that you guys are kind of too serious to the point where it's like there's just no fun in games when it comes to you. Some of you guys might have even, like, some of your friends might have even noticed, or your family members might have noticed that you've been overworking too much, working too much, or like working really hard. You haven't been going out more and things like that. And the universe has been really screaming at you to let you know that it would be really good for you guys to kind of go out and have some fun more. All right. Is kind of what it's trying to say here. All right, so now that we're done with that, we're gonna close off your guys' reading with the Moonology Oracle deck. All right, so what do we have for you? Take time to breathe out. So mainly work on your guys' breathing, work on releasing those emotions, disseminate it. I can't freaking talk. Disem- disseminating moon. Disseminating moon, disseminating moon, disseminating moon. Okay, disseminating moon. Godly, I freaking hate English, man. But then again, I hate all languages. We got bring love into the situation, new moon in Aquarius, reverse. Some of you guys need to be open when it comes to love. Some of you guys are a little bit closed out, kind of very similar to Virgo, a little bit of Taurus as well too. I don't know what's up with the earth signs, but they've been really closed off when it comes to love, especially Virgos. I don't know what is up with the earth signs, to be honest. A time to give rather than take. New moon in Virgo. Speaking of Virgo, right? So yeah, a time to give rather than take. Make sure you guys focus on giving. For some reason, Virgo is very significant. Some of you guys might also be Virgo or have Virgo in your chart, but I would say if that's the case, make sure you guys check it out because it's very similar. Same messages here too. So I would really say make sure you guys are giving because you guys will be able to receive more from the universe just by you guys giving yourself out, right? Especially to the world. So, anyways, that's what I have for you, Capricorns. Hopefully, you guys liked your reading because I did, and you guys found this to be informative. And I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, take care.